Hi, welcome to another video on my robot discovery with the TXT controller from Fischertechnik. Lately I have been using the community firmware to test everything. However, since the latest results are not really what I hoped and or expected, I have decided to try once again with the original firmware and controller as they were delivered. So now I am on the original and I'm going to test everything. The point is also, which has hardly any influence, if at all, I've put the date right, I've put the time right, yes. I did do some preparations because I had, as you've seen, changed my discovery Python program a lot, and I created a test motor, so nothing else but the motor is tested, and I had to copy them onto the controller in such a way that I can use it from here. So the SD card on which the firmware, the community firmware, is located is half outside the controller, ejected as it were. So let me first check if everything actually does run, and for this I still have this script. Let's see how this works for now. And that's it. Well, the sonar is detecting one of the supports of the tripod on which the camera is located. And yes, this means that there is something within reach, although there is no crackling sound. So let me test that again. Lamp does, but no sound at all. Okay. Remarkable, but okay, I'll let it be for now. So let me run test motor. Alright, and I want to do this. Let me go to this terminal. Nope. I want this one, and which is still the same because the distance is now 18,000 and I think that is way too much. So let me change this to just 500. Should make a nice thing. On the other hand, what shall I do with this? The while loop. Usually it should do without the while loop. On the other hand, using this while loop ensures me that everything works quite alright. And that it keeps running. So yes, let me stick to this and let's run it. So with the robot on the floor, at about 2 meters distance from the laptop, it is of course the question with this original firmware still, how will the connection be, because it won't be as stable as with the community firmware. So let's check how this is going to behave. And I will use the test motor script. So let's see how this will go. Well, that's quite a clear result. Not much of a straight line. And this is a left bend, a curve to the left. So the other way, let's see. Also left bend. That is towards the ruler and blocking it. So that is not much of a good sign, both with the commuter firmware and with the original firmware, with this result. Let me use the other script from the same angle. Let's see what that means, what that brings. So let me put an object in front of it. And see what result that is, if any. I did not expect this to happen. Let's go again. The discovery script. Red light and then nothing. Third time. Fourth time. What does it do? A clear sign of detection of the object and running backwards. Let's see if that's repeatable. Yes. Running towards the object and slowly back. One more time. Well, at least that works, but there's no sound. And that sound should be crackling wood. And in the opening of this video we already noticed that the sound didn't work, so this is proof of it. This is not quite nice. Let's go back to code and see whatever we can make of it. So with these results, and let's check these results again. Clearly small distance, it should have been a breaking sound and a crackling wood. And here it lost connection and the network is unreachable. And that is probably due to the fact that it wants to copy images. So let's for a moment check images. They are there. How big are they? That's a good question too. Some zeros, and for the rest probably the image of the object that it encounters. Anyway, let's go to the code, and then it is interesting if I remove this. Oops. Yeah, and that is unfortunate. And with this you can actually see that the VI is better implemented on the community firmware, because here U is not implemented and on the other one it is implemented. So the motor fan I can leave out because I'm not using it in this program anyway. The rest I am using. And will I leave this out? For now, let me leave this out. Yes. And then I mean leave it out. So, and with this result, let me change the distance, by the way, to some 500, as I thought I did. 500, and then gradually increase it. So let me test how this works for now. It's a very short distance. And I think regarding this error, I think I leave this in. I'll let this in now. Same with this. See what effect this has. Yeah, that's better. So the non-type object is solved by these two. Apart from that, it only runs a very small distance. And that is not the objective of it. So let's go back and let's increase it to say 1000. It should be a distance twice as long, but will it? None at all. Not at all. Okay. I will show you on camera what it should be. So with the while loop taken out of the test motor script, let's run just this. And even now you can see that it doesn't run in a straight line. It has a small deviation to the right. And the remarkable fact is that when I was testing it upon changing, it ran into the object on the left side. It had no deviation, so even that is not consistent. So let me put it back in line again. Ah, that's interesting. A display flash. I haven't seen that in quite a while. And now it has, for some reason, a deviation to the left. And again a display flash. Do I get it? Unfortunately I don't. Let me run the discovery script again. Remarkable. Okay, time to turn it around again before it runs off the camera. So, run the discovery script again. A slight deviation to the right and correcting one to the left. Okay. So it detects the sonar, but it is about the test motor as well. And this is the 500. So now I'll go to the 100. Run it. As you see, it makes no difference. And that is very weird. Let me put it slightly back. And try it again. And that is an error again. Not a straight line, but it's about the distance this time. Changing back, now changing to 1000. And unfortunately I'm getting a problem with the response regarding the distance to the computer. Alright, 1000. I'm testing. Well, there's no difference in distance, and I clearly doubled the distance. So whatever this is, I don't know. Let's get back to the code again. So let's get back to the output of the things I've just run. The counter is here to 20. Here is the counter 53, 51, and that is during the 500. Now when I go all the way to that's unfortunate, of course, because I don't print the distance in here. Should be a nice one. Anyway, the distance I didn't change in there, but in the software. But it runs anyway without giving the sound, and here for the last couple of runs, 1000 and 500, it gives the controller must be online, and that is the same thing that I experienced here. So, and if you recall with former tests with the community firmware, none of these errors happened. So that's another thing to think about. Quite a difference. There is only an if here. And that's also something remarkable, because it does say speed about the speeds, but there's no if. There's absolutely no if. So how do I know there is a distance being covered? This is quite odd. Let me change this for no, I change this to rechts again, meaning right. So now it checks exactly the other way. What can I do more? Not really. Nothing really. It syncs here, distance, and sync to. Now it checks on the right side motor, and that is effectively everything. So let me check on the other script. This one, much longer, much more activities, but that is not what I'm looking for now. Well, except for the sounds, they're not given. So I think that that the firmware is also in that way different. Behavior of the light is different. There's no point in denying that. So let's get back here to the code a bit. 35. And it doesn't show which procedure it is, which loop it is, which if statement it is. And that's a bit odd. Although crackling wood, and here again crackling wood, but that's all. So with so with that being said, let's go on for a final round with the with our floor test. So right now the check is on the right side motor, and I'm curious what will be, if anything has changed at all. This is a distance covering of 1000. Hold on, I ran the discovery test, not the test motor test. Now I'm using the test motor. A display flash, no kidding. Alright. No difference. Check, I'm enlarging the distance to 2000, so double the distance. Let's see. No change at all. And the display flash again. Yeah, what's the point? The discovery Python again. It clearly checks the object and it runs backwards. So, test motor again. Discovery Python again. Ouch. Once again, Discovery Python. What was that? No turning backwards. What are you doing? If anything. It just keeps running. Do it again. Network error. And then it goes on doing nothing. So, is this better? I don't know. Doesn't look like it. So maybe with this. a little bit better. Time for test motor again. Nah. Alright. So much for the rather disappointing series of tests. This time with the original firmware. I have no idea about the cause. Well, I didn't test Robot Pro this time, but well, the scripts are doing exactly the same on both firmwares. I'm waiting for an answer from the developer, from the FT RoboPi. Maybe he has a solution and can tell me what I'm doing wrong. I don't know. In the meantime, thank you for watching. If you like my videos or this video, please consider allowing advertisements in between the video segments. If you don't want to do that, please visit my website, which is listed under the video, and see for another way of supporting my blog. Once again, thank you for watching, and to be continued.